Hi, my name is Rachelle Smith, entrepreneur, professional speaker, and author. Last time I introduced the importance of the concept and the power of encouragement. Folks, if there's nothing else that we can do in life, we should certainly make it a point to encourage others, to build each other up, to let one another know that we have what it takes to succeed in life, to be good people, to really make a difference in this world. And I highlighted three previous examples, and I'm actually following up with this particular one as I've received this text the other morning on Thursday, July 21st. And this is another one that made me smile. And it said, "Thank you. You are awesome and you make others feel awesome." And the reason why I wanted to follow up with this particular text and kind of extend this episode, the series of episodes, is to quite frankly point out 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I wouldn't have received a text like that. Like, sure, I cared about people. I wanted to help people. I tended to be a rescuer in that regard. But in terms of helping others feel awesome, I didn't have it to give away. You would know that famous saying. I don't even know who the original person was that said it, but people can't give away what they don't have. For many, many, many years, I was super competitive, hyper competitive. And as I told you in a previous episode, one of the greatest or the greatest lesson that I've learned is to become comfortable and to be comfortable in my own skin. There's nothing else that matters in terms of achievement for me personally, because it doesn't matter how many certificates I have, how many degrees I have on the wall. Yes, that's important, and I'm certainly glad for all of that. But none of that matters if I don't wake up in the morning feeling good about who I am, feeling good about what my purpose is in life, and feeling good about the difference I strive to make each and every day. Because without that inner security, without that level of confidence, I just certainly would not be able to do what I'm able to do today in terms of my purpose, my mission, my life assignment. And I think that text has certainly made me smile. But the first thing that I thought of when I saw that was making others feel awesome. Of course, we know my whole life is kind of built around that, edifying, encouraging, building other people up. But I didn't have that, as I stated many, many years ago, because I was too focused on competing, too focused on getting ahead personally. And that's why I had to go through this transformation that basically took a number of years. And I can look back now and kind of see why I may have had the dream and wanted to do this for a long time. I can see why I had to basically kind of go through the steps in terms of my own development and my own character and my own aspects of my personality and who I was as a person needed to be refined. Because what was I going to do? Get in front of you and basically can't give away the confidence that I basically encourage you all to have. Because, when you're super competitive, and I know some of you watching this are also very competitive, and you know that when you're so focused on competing with other people and the next person, you don't have time to genuinely, sincerely build them up. And so I basically had to go through all of these kind of steps and this growth to where I could get so secure in who I am to build my entire life around building other people up and wanting to see the absolute best for people. Not being, threatened by other people, and just truly, genuinely loving people from the depths of my soul. And it wasn't easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that process was easy. It took a lot of time. And I'm so grateful, looking back now, that I went through the process, because when I receive a text like that, Rachelle, you're awesome and you make others feel awesome. And I would argue too, based on that text, it can be very difficult to genuinely and sincerely make others feel awesome if I didn't feel awesome inside about what I am, about what my purpose is in terms of making a difference and edifying and building up other people. I just would not be able to give it away. Okay? And so I think we really need to kind of grab a hold of that concept of people can't give away what they don't have. And there's people in relationships. I mean, we're talking about even parents and their children in the workplace. Okay, people cannot give away what they don't have. And I think that is such an important concept, and I think it explains a lot in terms of human behavior, in terms of edification, affirmation, encouragement, because there's so many people that are basically sitting back waiting for something from someone or some people that those people they don't have the ability to give that away. They don't have the ability to give that to that person. All right, you could be in a relationship today where you're sitting there saying, okay, I've been waiting for 10 years now for my significant other or my spouse to tell me, you did an awesome job, you rock. And you've been waiting 10 years and it hasn't happened. and quite honestly and quite sadly, it's incredibly likely, because I don't know the person, so I'm just kind of speculating, the person does not have that to give away. If someone has low self-esteem, lacks confidence, insecure, feels inferior, has a low self-worth, feels bad about who they just genuinely, fundamentally who they are, and is kind of just cloaked in shame, it is going to be incredibly difficult for them to encourage, to edify, to affirm, and just to really build people up. It will be almost near impossible for that to happen. And so what I want to encourage you is just to kind of, even though you may struggle in some of those areas, and human beings, I mean, we all struggle. As I mentioned, as card-carrying members of the human race, we're all far from perfect. We all have struggles. We all have issues. And it will take growth, and it will take a solid commitment to overcome those issues and be able to genuinely, sincerely encourage other people and affirm other people and build other people up. But I wanted to basically highlight this as an example of, hey, you all see me doing this all the time. People may read my books or whatever the case may be. You all need to know that, I didn't just kind of come out of the womb like this. I had to, basically embark upon my own personal growth journey that, of course, continues on till today, will always continue, because I will always strive to grow and learn and be better today than I was yesterday, to be better this year than I was last year, to be better this month than I was last month. But it truly comes from just a different place now. And I'm just kind of so grateful for that encouragement, but it reminded me that 20 years ago, there's no way someone would have said that, Rachelle's a good person, Rachelle lightens the mood. You would have heard people say, because they've kind of told me this stuff over the years, Rachelle is just a good person. No, and she helps people out. But in terms of helping others to feel awesome, to help other people, let them know that they have what it takes and that they're special and that they don't have to settle for nonsense, because I needed to really, internalize all of that myself in order to be able to give that to you to the extent that I do. So encourage someone today, encourage someone, and be sincere and be genuine. And if this is a struggle for you, as it is for many, don't be afraid to embark upon your own journey of growth. All right, as I mentioned, I used to be super hyper competitive with other people. But in 2007, I made the decision, I always in any situation establish a very high bar for myself, and I compete with myself. So I still have some of those same competitive traits, but it's not directed towards other people. And so what that means is, if I'm competing with myself, it frees me up, and that has freed me up for many, many years, to be able to help other people, to be able to encourage and edify and inspire and build other people up, because we're no longer in the competition. And so I'm just being real, I'm being transparent, and I look back now and I see how happy I am, how genuinely, truly happy that I am, deep in the depths of my soul. And it came as a result of my getting comfortable in my own skin. And I know that the aspect or the thought of that for some of you is deeply intimidating, in terms of, oh my gosh, I've been just horribly insecure my whole life, that I'm always going to be this way, and I can't imagine being this way, and I just, I'm always wondering what people think and are going to do and are going to say about me and who I am and what I'm doing, or I hate making mistakes, and I'm afraid of being judged, and I hate being criticized, and I just feel like I have no worth and value. I mean, all of those statements reflect someone who basically just does not fundamentally understand their value, their worth, and their purpose on this earth. And each and every one of us has one. And so I want to leverage the power of encouragement for you right now, to let you know that I've been my own journey. I've had my own struggles, right? But I'm here before you because I had the courage to embark and do what I needed to do to overcome those challenges, overcome those hurdles, in order to give you my best, because that's truly what you deserve. So I encourage you to always pursue the best and be the best that you can be. And that is good enough. So I thank you so much for your time. Make it a wonderful day.